Hi, I am Joseph Oche. Welcome to Epiphanies of Inspiration with Uncle Joe. This is the place where I give my voice to my mission, which is to build safe relationships through intentional fatherhood, encouragement, and joy bringing. My emphasis is on encouragement and joy bringing because I have a dedicated space for my diary of fatherhood. Please check it out in the description section of this episode. Now, before I continue, I'd like to give us a quick reminder or just a quick refresher about this podcast. I begin episode 1 with the motivation behind and introduction to Epiphanies of Inspiration with Uncle Joe. And in episode 2, I talked about my mission. And then in episode 3, I progress into relationships. Remember, my mission is to build safe relationships. So I progressed into relationships in episode 3, beginning with my marriage. And in this episode 4, I am moving on to my family. So with that being said, my epiphany that I'd like to share with you today is titled The Charge, the Promise, and the Testimony. In this episode, I use my family's story to link my vision, its promise, and its testimony. And so, let us begin with the charge, which is the vision that I have for my family. Look as far as you can see in every direction, north, south, east, and west. I am giving all this land as far as you can see to you and your descendants as a permanent possession. Friends, that is from Genesis chapter 13, verses 14 and 15. And friends, that vision happened. That vision happened and it became a promise. Now, the promise was on our wedding day. My wife, Patience, and I on our wedding day on April 22nd, 2006. And this is what the promise was. Your wife will be like a fruitful vine within your house. Your children will be like olive shoots around your table. And that was the responsorial psalm taken from Psalm 128 verse 3 on our wedding day. And then the commitments to the vision began to happen. As we committed to it, sweetheart and I, the testimony happened. And friends, I wrote this story in 2021 on our 15th wedding anniversary. And here is the testimony 15 years later, and we continue to testify to the promise. So this is me and my family. The picture shows my wife and I on our wedding day, and 15 years later with our children out about in a picnic. And so, according to God's will, a vision followed by a commitment to it produces the benefits of its promise. And so, friends, it is our prayer for you, my family and I, we pray for you and ourselves that we remain steadfast to our visions, God's promises and commitments, so we can enjoy the results in due season. And friends, that is my epiphany for you today. Did that encourage you? Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Epiphanies of Inspiration with Uncle Joe. If you are a reader and would like to read today's epiphany, the link to the post is in the description section of this episode. Please, if you are encouraged, don't keep this inspiration to yourself alone. Please comment, like, and share it with your friends and loved ones. And until I bring you another inspiration, stay blessed, stay motivated, and stay moved in action. I am Joseph Oche, your number one cheerleader. Bye for now.